Bloody waters, every day.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be teaching you guys like how I do my reels, how I record my videos. I do that all through my phone. If I can do it and you have an iPhone or a phone in general, then you can do it too. I put down a list of questions that you guys usually ask me about my videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through them and answer them one by one. I'm also gonna leave some things on the screen so you guys can see visually what I'm doing and how I do it. So yeah, let's get started. What's crazy is the things in this video are gonna seem so simple, just things you probably didn't think of or know that you need to do or should do. So let's start off real tame with the main question. What phone do I have? I have the 13 Pro. It's not the Max, it's not the 14. I have the iPhone 13 Pro. That's what I have. This is just gonna be strictly for my Instagram videos. Sometimes I do repurpose my Instagram videos for my TikToks, but I'm just gonna tell you guys what I do for my reels specifically. If you wanna see or learn more about TikToks, I'll try to make another video, but this one specifically is just gonna be about Instagram. So what apps do I use to edit my reels? It's gonna be CapCut. You can also use Video Leap. There's a ton of other things, but CapCut right now has been having the best advantage when it comes to editing and trying to get stuff together. You really gotta play with it to see what it is that you're looking for or trying to do. But it's low-key super easy to use. I'm gonna show you that. Also for my audio, sometimes I use the audio from Instagram. You can always screen record and insert the audio from Instagram, but most of the time I just like using my audio from TikTok. We're on my phone. We're basically just gonna go to TikTok. We're gonna go to just a random video, maybe something that I like that has good audio. Let's see. So I found a video on TikTok with the sound that I want to use. So what I'm gonna do is basically click on the arrow on the bottom on the right hand side. Then I'm gonna press save video right there on the left hand side at the bottom. It's gonna load and then it's gonna save to my phone. Once it's now in my phone, I can go to my camera roll and see that it's in there at the bottom. Perfect. Once it's in there, I'm gonna go back to CapCut and we're gonna start a new project. So basically, if you don't, you can always put the audio after, or you can just add it as soon as you start. So what I'm gonna do is tap the video that has the audio I wanna use. I'm gonna press add. So I don't want this video, I just want the audio. So I'm gonna click the video, literally tap it. And then at the bottom, I'm gonna scroll and look till I see the words extract audio. So now the audio is separated from the video. So I'm gonna tap the video again and try to delete it. But CapCut does not allow you to just have, you know, no video, you know, while you're trying to make a project. Why? I don't know. So we'll have to just go in and start adding the videos that we want. So let's start adding the videos that we want to be in our project. So the video that I want to edit is something I've already edited before. So let's just go with, I'm going to select the clips I want. I want this clip, and this clip. And I'm going to press add. Once they're all in there, you can see they're like really long. What I'm going to do to shorten it up so I can see everything is I'm literally going to take my fingers and pinch it together. So I'm taking my fingers and I'm pinching it together, and I'm gonna do it again and again and again until it stops, you know, moving. Once I've pinched it together, it makes the clips a little bit smaller so I can see what I'm working with. So if I go all the way to the end, that video that has the audio that we wanted is still there. But now that I have the videos I want to use, stay with me, now that I have the videos I want to use, I can go ahead and delete, tap her video and delete it, or tap the video, you know, that you don't want and press delete. Also CapCut has this little, you know, watermark at the end. You can delete that, girl, delete it. I usually tap on it. It's gonna be at the end of your video and you're gonna press delete, okay? So now that we have all the clips ready to go and the audio, how am I gonna get my video to go with the beat? This is how. So boom, we're still on CapCut. This is how you find the beat and start cutting your videos to the beat. Okay, so we're gonna tap on the audio out in the bottom just like that. Make sure you'll know you tapped on something when the white borders are around it. Okay, you're gonna tap on that, then you're gonna scroll over to the end where it says beats. You're gonna tap beats. Right here, this is gonna be able to auto generate the beat for you, so you don't have to find the beat. The app will find the beat for you. So press auto generate. It's gonna be 2 types of beats. I think one of them is called like the upper tempo and maybe the lower tempo. I don't know the exact words, y'all. So if we listen to it and press play, you'll see where beat 2 is able to play. So listen to it. So right there, it's a little slow, but beat 1 is even slower. I usually always use beat 2 because I like things to go fast. So you see how like that beat is slower. So we're gonna use beat 2. So we're gonna tap beat 2 and press the check mark. Boom! Now we have the beat. So now that we have our beat, which is beat 2, we're going to pinch our fingers and expand it because we need to get a good look at what we're doing. So use your fingers and expand it, okay? Literally expand it on the screen. Gonna do that a few times. So all the yellow dots are where the beat is, you know. So I want to look at my clips. I don't want this part. I don't want this part. I do want this part where I am squeezing the mousse into my hand. So I think I wanted to start right there. So what I'm going to do is tap the video right at that mark, and then I'm going to press the word split on the left hand side. So I don't want all this clip before it. I don't want all that, right? So I'm going to tap it and press delete. Now everything after it is going to be what is on my video. So the beat is going to stop though at a certain point. So what I'm going to do is continue. I'm putting the mousse on my hand. Boom. Now I'm at the first beat. I'm going to tap on my video, press split again, and then I'm going to delete what's after it. Or if you're still like recording a full video, you're just going to cut things in between. Stay with me. I know this is a lot, but we got this. I'm telling y'all. So once I have my little first clip of me putting mousse on my hands, boom, then the beat is going to start for another clip. So let's keep scrolling and see what else I want to do. I do want to get the mousse, you know, on top of my head. I want to get that clip. So let's stop right before I put the mousse on my hair. Let's do it like right here. So we're going to press split again and delete what's before it, because if you can see, we have our first clip over here, but this is the clip that's in the middle of what I don't want. Okay, stay with me. So we're going to delete that. Now I'm putting the mousse on my head and I can stop it at the next beat. I'm going to tap that video and press split again. So I know a lot of people have a hard time comprehending like the splits and where to split it at. Once you practice, rewatch this video, girl, because once you practice, you're gonna get it down pat and you're gonna be a pro. Trust me. Let's go back and see what we have so far. Okay, so we haven't made a third clip yet because this is just the, you know, the finishing of the entire video. We have to keep splitting to get all the clips that we want put together into one video. And I know this is a lot of work, but this is what I do to get my reels so on point. So the next clip I want to get is, let's see. So the next clip I'm gonna get is me doing my edges. So I'm gonna tap right before where I want it to start. I'm gonna split it, and then everything before it I don't want anymore, so I'm gonna tap it and delete it. So that's gonna bring the clip that I do want forward to become my third clip for the project I am trying to accomplish. So boom, boom, then I'm gonna tap it, split it again. So now let's go back and see what we got. So boom, we have our first 3 clips, and that is how I get all my clips on point. Now I do have other videos that let's make this smaller. As you can see, this whole video is still going. I like to record my videos in certain clips, so depending on what I'm recording will depend on how I record. Some people are asking, do I make my videos in one sitting? Like, let's say I'm doing my hair and it's just one sitting. No, what I do is start recording when I feel like these are detailed moments that I want to get. Because when I go to edit, I don't want it to take long to load. I don't want to take long to go through all the clips. I know in my mind, things like, you have to think, what would be something somebody wants to see next? That's gonna help you realize when you need to press record and stop recording. Now, if you're not good at that, I would say you'll have to do it a long way. Just record a full video. But if you're saying like, you know, I got this and I think I can really put in my mind when to record, when not to record, that's what I do. That's how you can do it. I start recording when I feel like it's a key moment, then I press stop. Then if I already have something else and I want to get this and I'm twisting my hair, maybe I'm gonna press start, and then I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna press stop. That's how I like to record. Not saying you have to, but that is how I like to record. So now I'm gonna show you guys how you can basically add audio if you already have like clips and stuff. Like, let's say you have all the videos you want already and you didn't add the audio first. This is how you add the audio after you added your videos. So right here, I'm gonna start a new project, and I'm just gonna tap on, let's see, what video do I have with no sound? Let's tap this video. So there's no audio. There's just, the only audio is me in my room and whatever was playing in the background noise. Let's say I wanted to add music to this. What I need to do first is mute this clip. I don't want what I'm listening to in the background, which was probably a YouTube video on my computer or on my TV. I don't want that background noise in my video. So I'm gonna press mute on the left hand side, and it's gonna mute the entire clip. Now let's say you have more than one clip. It'll press mute, it'll say mute all, which means all the videos you have, it'll mute all the videos. So since I only have one video right there, it's just gonna say mute. Okay, so let's add audio. So let's go for another sound on TikTok. If you have sounds saved, go to them sounds and save those videos. This right here, let's use that video. So I've already had the sound saved, so I basically went to the sound. I'm gonna click on the original video, pause that. I'm gonna click on the arrow on the bottom and press save. Save this video because I saved the sound right here, and then once I tapped on the 3 little lines on the side, I was able to go to the original video. Then I was able to save it to my phone. Once I saved it, I go back to CapCut. And I'm gonna press add audio at the bottom, and then I'm gonna press extract, and I want to extract it from this video. So I'm gonna press import sound only. Once I have that, the sound is now on my video. And that's where you can, you know how I showed you how to add the beat, clip it, split it, and cut things down. So that's how you add audio after you've already added all the videos that you want to start a project. So I was getting a little hot, so I took my jacket off. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how I zoom in on certain parts of the videos. So right here, it's a video of me basically, you know, with my makeup done. I'm just gonna split like 2 clips. Let's see. Let's put that clip in there and delete what's in the middle. I'm not really going on beat. I'm just doing this for example. Okay, boom. So we have 3 little clips. Y'all saw me? We have 3 clips here, and I want to zoom in the clip in the middle. So I'm going to tap on the clip in the middle. Then I'm going to use my fingers to pinch open that clip. Literally, I have to touch where, like right here on the screen. And I'm going to zoom in and pinch it like to zoom in. Did y'all see that? So I basically pinch to zoom out, pinch to zoom in, okay? And that is how, and then I'm gonna move it, you know, move it around to place it where I want it to be. So I want it zoomed in right there. Then I'm just gonna tap anywhere like on the bottom of the screen, like maybe like right here. Then I'm gonna replay it. And that is how you zoom in on the videos. So when I'm doing like certain things and I want to zoom in a little bit, then zoom back out, yeah, I just literally take my finger, tap the clip you want to do, then you're gonna pinch it, zoom out, zoom in, and move it around, place it where you want. And I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video, but when I record my video, I'm gonna show you all the settings I use for my camera. So I'm in the settings, of course, and up here I'm gonna type in camera, tap on camera. These are all the settings for my camera. Formats, mode, high, effective, whatever all that stuff is. I always shoot in 4K 60, a record in slow mode. I think this is the highest one, yeah, that one right there. All this other stuff is on, as you can see, all this stuff is on, cool. Now let's go to my actual camera. When you are recording, please, I don't care if you have to, if you already did it, clean your lens. Clean it again, clean it a 3rd time, clean it a 4th. Clean your lens. As you can see right here, this might need a little bit of a cleaning. I clean every time, even if I forgot if I've cleaned it or not. Clean it. So boom, I've cleaned it off, cool. So we're gonna tap on cinematic. I personally like cinematic. You can tap where you want so that it is focused on you. You can tap right here, see it's focused on my face. So let's say I wanted to focus on me, right? But now I wanted to focus on my camera. So I will literally just tap my camera and you see it's now focused on my camera. Now it's focused back on me. Just tap where you want it to focus. Now, as you can see, my camera area is blurry. To change that, this is what you do. You're going to slide your finger on your phone up. Then you're going to type that F in the right hand corner. So look how blurry it is over here, right? I'm going to move this over. See how I got really, really blurry? What if I don't want it that blurry? I'm going to scroll it the other way. And it's not going to be so blurry on the outside. But then when you scroll it back, it gets real blurry. Okay? So that's what you do for that. I like to keep mine like somewhere over here. It doesn't need to be too blurry. It's not that deep, but yeah. And then you slide it back down. Boom. Now I want to use my exposure to look a little bit dark. So I'm gonna slide my phone up. You see where it says plus and minus in the middle? I'm gonna tap that. Then I'm gonna go down to the negative, slide it, see how the exposure is going down. It's looking more detailed in the bright, in the lit up areas. Now let's say my lights were not on, it would look completely different. Watch. So my light is not on this side, but it is on this side. So this is the only area that's getting the detail because there is light shining on it. But I want both sides on so that both sides can get detail. Okay, that's how you work that. If you have a light shining, you will be able to see what you're trying to do as long as the light's shining, if the exposure is turned down to like negative 2.0. But I like to put mine at like negative one, yeah. but I don't really want it like that, so I'm just gonna leave it on 0. That is the standard. Boom. Slide that down. Boom. I like to record on cinematic, but you can also just record on video too if you don't want any of it to look blurry. Sometimes I record on video. I was doing that a lot previously, but recently I've only been recording on cinematic only. Okay, so always tap what I want to focus it on. You can always tap and hold down. Now the autofocus is locked, so it's only gonna autofocus on this area on me. Okay, so that's a lot to explain. I hope y'all are getting an understanding of what I'm doing. What tripod do I use for my phone? So the tripod I use for my phone for all my reels is right here. I've been having this for some years, baby. Maybe about four years, maybe like 3.5. But this is her. I'm gonna link her down below. There are way better tripods, but I'm gonna get my money's worth. It was only $30-something, but I'm gonna use her till the wheels fall off. So she doesn't get that tall, but she does get where I need her to go. So this is her. This is the tripod. It has a camera. What am I talking about? It has a remote. It has a remote so that you can Bluetooth it to your phone, press pause and stop. I don't use it, but you can if you want to. I like to just do it myself. Anyway, so this is her. This is the tripod. I put my phone up here. You can literally like turn this to make it tighter, looser on your phone. You can turn her to the side. Okay, but I always, you know, for reals, I gotta do it like this. So she opens up, she gets long, and you lock her like this. You just squeeze that, and this is how tall she is. Now I'm gonna stand up for reference so y'all can see how tall it is. So I'm 5'6", and it comes up to my belly button, like my stomach right here. But there are tripods that do, you know, extend even taller. For right now, this works for me. This is what I use, but I'll link it down below so you guys have it. So let's reverse back to text on the screen. So with text on the screen, we are going to add some text. What we're gonna do is press the word text down below. And we're gonna press add text. Let's just put the word makeup routine per. We're gonna press style, but I want to change the font, so let's change the font. So I really like this font. I think this is so cute. We're gonna press check mark. We're gonna add it down here, maybe like right here, per. So after we have that, we have the option to move this as little or as long as we want by holding the end of it where that white part is at. We're gonna move it around. So if I wanted to stop at this clip or over here, over here, over here, over here, what if I wanted to be short and I wanted to stop right there? So only in this part of the video will it show. If I wanted to be on the entire video, I would extend it out, and now it'll be on the entire video. That's something you can do for adding text. Sometimes I use the text on Instagram because the more text you use on Instagram, the better it is for your, what is it called? The better it is for like people to find your video and for Instagram's algorithm, whatever else. But sometimes I just use the text in CapCut, but yeah. So personally, I don't like doing voiceovers too much on Instagram, but I'm gonna show you exactly how you can do that. So if you're in CapCut and you want to add a voiceover to your video, you would literally just click on audio, then you would press voiceover, then you would just press and hold just to add your voice to the video. So you would press it and hold it when you want to record and release it when you want to stop recording. And now, oops. And now it's added to the bottom of your video where it says voiceover 1. Yeah, so that's how you add voiceovers. So let's go ahead and export it. Let's delete the video, let's delete the voiceover. So this is how I export. At the top it says 1080p. You're gonna tap on that. The standard for Instagram is 1080, I think 1080 30, but I like to export mine in 1080 60 frames per second. Why? I don't know. Sometimes I'll do 30, sometimes I do 60, just depends how I feel. But I always, you know, look at both videos, see how I feel, and then post whichever one I like. If you Google it, it'll tell you which one you're supposed to do for Instagram, but I don't know. I think I like 1080 60 better, just my preference. So I'm gonna tap 1080p and then tap the 60. Then after that, I'm gonna press the arrow at the right hand corner, and that's gonna export my video, which means it's saving it to my camera roll. So yeah, boom. Once my video is exported, it's already ready. So I'm in Reels. I'm gonna scroll up, tap on the video. Yep. And crop whatever you don't want with Instagram. You can do that with this tool at the end. Split it where you want. So I want it to stop right there. Add, next. Boom, we have our first reel. Yeah, y'all, that is how I create my reels. I hope I answered all the questions that you guys had. If you do have any more questions, just comment down below, because I might be forgetting something, but just comment down below. The next video, I'll try to explain everything of how I do things on TikTok. TikTok is a different game, but this is just how I do my reels for now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this video. And even if you learned something, comment that you learned something down below. Like this video too. Don't just be watching my video and not liking it, because how you got all this information and you're not gonna like the video? Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.